Well, hello, all my amazingly beautiful Taurus friends. My name is Libra Empress, and we're going to be discussing your tarot for today. Now, remember that this is a general reading, and this is for yours as well as for my entertainment. And also, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. That way, you'll always be up to date with the content that I produce, and you'll be a part of our family, alright? Alright, let's get going, shall we? Now, I have 3 piles here: past, present, future. Now, when we get to future, remember that the future is not always set in stone, and you can change it anytime you damn well please, alright? You can come at it sideways, go around it, whatever, right? And if it resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't, it doesn't. That's just how it is sometimes. And if it doesn't resonate, then this might not be your reading today, or I might not be your reader, okay? But that doesn't mean that there's not an amazing section of great YouTube readers online. Now, this 4th pile here, this is your energy between your past, present, and future, okay? Now let's get going, shall we? And, I apologize for the kid in the background. He's in the front room. I don't know what he's doing. Alright, let's get going. Let's talk about your past energy. You have the Ace of Wands. This is a new task, motivation, and energy. So you're given a task back in the day, huh? In your past? A lot of tarot readers take this card as the human male phallic, which is the male penis. So a lot of desire there, right? For your goals. You're dealing with the Lovers, a Gemini. Now Tauruses, my beautiful Tauruses, this is romance, sex, and blinded by passion. See how she ripped out his heart and is sidetracking him with a kiss? But he's over here spraying her coochie, okay? So think about this. If all this was gone, all the passion, sex, romance, if all that was gone out of your relationship, would you and that person even have anything in common? Is your shit concrete? If that makes sense. Right, so in the past you were fighting. Were you fighting with your significant other? I'm not 100% sure. But it seems like it. So you're feeling like you're bickering, severing ties, and you're feeling like you're defeated, right? You're both fighting over something completely stupid, but you both think it's not stupid. Which leads you to go into mini hermit mode, which is the 4 of Swords. Okay, this is retreat, rest, and recover. You backed off and are licking your wounds. You guys said some stuff. I'm pretty sure you Ace of Swords that shit, where you didn't think about what was said until it came out, and it came out harsh, so... Alright, King of Cups. So you're dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, or a Pisces. Someone who's empathetic, diplomatic, and generous. Let me tell you something. If you are not dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, this could also be begging you or etching you to think about the decision you're about to make, but use a little bit of empathy and love in your decision process, not cold, hard facts. Does that make sense? You are dealing with the Emperor. That's an Aries. You're a leader, control, and order out of chaos. But let me tell you something. Regardless of what's between your legs, whether you're male or female, we each have male and female energy. Alright? And for the female energy, we try to reach Empress, and for the male energy, we try to reach Emperor. So you have reached the Emperor currently. Alright? And your male energy, so... my hat's off to ya. Right now you're working your ass off for the Queen of Hazards. Someone who's a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, right? Someone who's materialistic, confident, and practical. Now this lady, she hired you, right? Or she's someone you know who's a hard ass on you? She's not a hard ass because she wants to be an asshole. What it is she sees a great potential within you. When she hired you, she thought you'd be great, a great asset, so when she presses your buttons and gets on your nerves, remember that she's trying to grow you spiritually and physically, if that makes sense. Like earthwise, like money, coins, and she wants you to work for it, which leads you to the 8 of Hazards. You're coming in inventive, ingenuity, and new approach. So you're coming at her with a new approach. thinking of how to go about without being, I see that. I think you really hate your boss, alright? Because you don't understand where they're coming from. Or you hate this person and you don't understand where they're coming from, but they see something amazing in you. And that's why you're coming at them with a new approach, because you're watching my video, and if you're not watching my video, then you're still coming at them from a new approach. You're being given signs. Alright, possible future, the Death card. Alright, this is new beginnings, transformations, and rebirth. So, with that ingenuity and coming at something, a new approach, you are putting an end of one cycle and beginning of a new. Doesn't mean that there's anybody dead in your family or anything. It's just currently you're ending a cycle. Unless I see more cards to clarify it, then don't worry about death as a harbinger, right? So you're dealing with a Queen of Swords. This is a Libra, Gemini, or a Aquarius. Okay, this is a sharp-tongued, intelligent, unscrupulous woman, right? It could be a male too, because it's an energy, right? So regardless of what she's wearing, whether she has a terry cloth bathrobe on and hair curlers in, that doesn't make her any less of a badass. She will come and say what needs to be said. She will step back down from her Empress mode into the Queen of Swords and tell you where the bear shits. You know this woman, whether it's male or female, right? You know this person. You're dealing with a Pisces. This is the Moon card. Deception, secrets, and intuition. So you need to pay attention to your dreams, okay? Because there's a lot of deception and secrets dancing around, right? So when you wake up after dreaming, write down the symbols in your dream that stick out the most. And then Google it. You can even, I have a playlist for dream meanings that I got the material from astrology.com's dream dictionary. Alright? And I decided to bridge the gap and bring it over to YouTube so that, people, you wouldn't have to research it. It would just come up, which is nice. So I did that for free. But that's because, sometimes it's hard to want to sit and read stuff. Okay. So you're being told shit by ghosts or ancestors or even angels, okay? So pay attention to your dream. You're dealing with the 10 of Hazards. This is wealth, family, and contentment. So you're very content with everything going on. Material-wise, you are settled. Everything's good. Now, fourth energy. This is between, fourth pile, it's between your past, present, and future, alright? First card. This is the 6 of Hazards. See that guy there? He sees somewhere along the line that you need a lot of generosity, favors, and rewards. So he's going to offer you that meat to mow the lawn. But that's a strings attached move, and you don't like strings attached. You really don't. But that's up to you whether you want to strings attach it or not, or cut them loose. So, 10 of Swords, you are fighting for your sanity. Disaster, rot, ruin, and destruction. This is all in your head, but it could be what's going on that's really troubling your mind, right? You're fighting for every piece of you. Everybody wants a piece of you. Look at that. Someone's running off with your socks, and you're like, hey, put it back. Put back my shoe and my sock. I need them for work tomorrow. Can you get your hand out of there? That hurts. Can you stop tickling that? Put that kidney back. Wow. You're just like, knock it off. Knock it off, mother trucker. And you have to pull the Ace of Swords. Look at that. I mentioned Ace of Swords earlier. With your past energy. So, here's the thing. Is someone said some shit that really fucked you up, like mentally, because it's a mind card. Aces, Swords are air, and air is our mind, right? So, either they said something or you said something, and it changed everything. So, I'm surprised, actually, that I don't see a 3 of Swords here, but it seems like it could be close to something like that, right? Something's definitely going on. I don't know. So this is trials, intellect, and action. So in the story, it goes that if you cut off, if you use it to cut off your enemy, that it could actually swing back and cut your head from your shoulders. So what that means is you need to think about what you're going to say and how you're going to say it to whoever you're going to say it to, right? Without being an ass hat. I mean, you don't want to walk on eggshells, but you don't want to be an asshole either, okay? So that's why I always say that. And then you can catch more bees with honey than with vinegar, okay? Which means that if you burn that bridge with that person, you know, maybe later on down the road you might need that person. Do you see what I'm saying? So you got to be careful. And if by chance you you left someone because of the shit they said, they always said, "Oh, I love you, I love you." Then one day they're like, "I hate you. I've never loved you. This was all fake." And you're like, "Really? Seriously?" Okay. And it kind of like cracked your soul a little in your heart, right? And you left. And then they come back and they're like, "Oh, I was in a bad place. No, I really mean it. I do love you, blah, blah, blah," right? You know that sob story, right? But in the back of your mind, you're always going to be thinking of the Ace of Swords. You're going to think about, is this even real? Like, are you just using me? Trust me, I go through this doubt at least like 40 times a day. It's hard to overcome that, okay? So always watch what you say. If you really love someone, don't lie and say that you hate them and you never loved them and shit. Because in the back of their mind, they're always going to doubt you. And then that's not a very good thing in the relationship. It's hard to overcome that. So Taurus is, you're dealing with a forest hazards. You're feeling selfish. You're feeling like hoarding. And you're very possessive over your partner. Or of your resources. You had someone from the past come back, be it a family member, an ex-lover, an ex-friend, or not even an ex-friend, just an old friend, or an acquaintance, right? Well, they came back, or you're really thinking about them. I don't see the manifest card here, so you could be manifesting them. But, you could also be just thinking about them. Nostalgic memories, right? Old flames and whatnot. But I feel like they came back. But be careful, not all X's are gonna be kisses. Do you know what I mean? It's like the X's and O's. This X could be a hoe. Get it? X's and hoes. Just like Doritos. I call Doritos dirty hoes. I'm like, "Honey, can you pass me the dirty hose?" And my husband looks at me like I'm stupid. He's like, "What?" Like, yeah, I call them dirty hose. Just like I call Fritos Freddy hose. I like my wordplay. So you're dealing with the Knight of Cups. Someone who's a Cancer, Scorpio, or a Pisces. This is someone who's romantic, adventurous, and moody. But let me tell you something about this guy. In a normal tarot deck, he's walking to you. He's just like chilling. And he's always someone that most tarot readers are like, "Oh, he's the one," right? But he's a knight. So I don't understand how he'd be the one. In my deck, he's the player card, okay? Being all romantic and adventurous, but he's also moody. So in his story, it tells of him, if he decides to switch up his mood and get moody, he might take your heart and run off. And I'm just like, wow, okay. So I don't really like him too much, but I don't hate him either, right? Because we all play games until we reach Empress and Emperor mode and grow up. It's just we're on different levels. If you're dealing with the justice system or a Libra. Impartiality, fairness, and equality. Are you not feeling like there's equality in your relationship? Fairness? You have to think about this with your heart and with your mind. Okay? They're your dualities. You love someone, but are they really good for you? Are they toxic? I don't see toxicity as of yet. Hold on, let me scroll through this real quick. I just totally used scroll for a word for rummaging through cards. Okay, so I don't see any toxic energy, but that doesn't mean it's not there. It's just not loud enough for the cards to pick up. So, you got 6 of Wands, right? You're very victorious. You're gaining success and recognition, right? You're doing it. I'm so proud of you, Taurus. But at the same time, somewhere along the line, you're an 8 of Swords. Lack of action, victimization, and a no-win situation. So you're feeling trapped, right? that there's no way out, but that's not the case. It's just you haven't found the way out yet, because you feel like you're absolutely and utterly alone. You're not, though. Okay, you're not in your feelings. You're not alone. You just need to reach out, and sometimes it's hard to overcome our pride and our prejudices to reach out and make a connection and being able to vent. We need a venting board, and that's the case, is you're a little bit stuck. But that's the thing, is you're dealing with a King of Wands, an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, okay? This guy here, he's an entrepreneur, self-reliant, and optimism. Now, in his story, I don't know what the fuck he was doing, but he blew off his leg, which kind of makes me wonder what he was doing. But instead of whining and crying about it, he's like, and he builds himself a new one and keeps going on. And that's your current energy there, or someone around you. You just keep going on and on. You're not going to give up, which leads you to call judgment. You're accepting responsibility for a situation and the karma that comes, whether the karma is good or bad. You're dealing judgment. You're done putting up with people's bullshit. You got your 10 of Cups. Peace, contentment, and family, alright? So you're happy, just chilling on the beach with family and friends. But then over here, chaos is all nuts. I'm sorry for always it glaring, but you get what I'm saying. Nothing's able to penetrate your family circle. Now, Tauruses, here's the deal. I totally said this earlier. Or maybe it wasn't yours. I don't know. Anyway, 6 of Swords, right? This is traveling and leaving the past and transitioning. But the swords in my deck are mind. So you're clearing out the emotional, mental, mind baggage. Okay? So you're leaving all this bullshit behind and traveling to calmer waters. You're done dealing with the drama inside of your head and rolling it around. You're just like, you know what? I'm going to go over there and I'm going to chill pickle. And if you don't know what chill pickle is, open your fridge and look at your pickles. They're chilling and they're getting cold and just relaxing and waiting to be eaten. I don't even like pickles, but that's my slogan. My 6-year-old runs around going, chill, pickle, just chill. Oh wait, he's not 6 anymore, he's 7. Anyway, you've got the 2 of Cups. Harmony, balance, and compromise. So you're able to finally sit down with someone that's been pissing you the fuck off, right? And you're able to work out your bullshit. I mean, you're not as close as you once were, but there's progress being made, so that's cool. You're dealing with a Queen of Cups. This is a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, alright? Someone who's intuitive, devoted, and full of emotions. But not to mention a bit of a party girl. So that's why she goes with King of Cups. They're a bit of a party couple. Alright, 8 of Cups. Moving on from troubled relationships and making a change. So you are leaving everything. You're saying, fuck you later, alligator. I'm out. And your trouble's like, wait, don't leave me. I'm your emotional baggage. And you're like, ha ha ha, no thanks. I'm gone. I don't know why it's all blurry. I'm sorry. Just close your eyes and listen. It'll help. I do that when I'm listening to tarot readers as I'm going to sleep. Not because they're boring or anything. So you're dealing with a 2 of Hazards. So what's great about this is that you're balancing your harmony, but you're juggling your responsibilities. And at the same time, you're waiting for the cavalry to arrive. You're feeling a little bit stressed, but not so much stressed that you're frowning because you're smiling. And so is your zombie on a leash. Alright, 8 of Wands. Traveling. You are traveling, expanding, and expansioning your business or whatever you're doing, right? And you're on the move. You're just like, not letting the baggage hold me back. And they're like, wait, we're the problems from the past. And you're like, nah. Nope, fuck you later. I'm out. And the rollerblades are like, wait, I can catch up. Don't forget me. You'll need me. You're like, no, I won't. I don't need you. Anxiety, depression. 9 of Hazards. Okay, so here's the deal, my beautiful Tauruses. While the world was losing their shit, you were prospering. You're very independent in your confidence. They were running around like chickens with their heads cut off, and you were creating something from nothing, a business. Okay? You were just like, I'm not going to let the woes of the world keep me back. And that's where you made a decision between the Two of Wands, right? Do I go there or do I go there? You have choices and crossroads, and you have to make a decision. But I feel confident that, Taurus, you're going to make the right decision. You really are. Now, the bottom of the deck is the Ace of Hazards. Possibilities, financial rewards, and new beginnings. So you're getting a high five from the undead. Yes, you are. Getting help and whatnot. And that is way awesome. I love this card because I like the high five from the undead thing. Not to mention, like, the story talks about world domination, and you got this. And when I think of world domination, I always think of Pinky and the Brain, the TV series from CW. Or WB before it was CW. Anyway. Now, everything looks good. I didn't see any devil energy. It looks like you're going through a little bit of an emotion roller coaster, but other than that, you're really in love and you're happy. Even if the person that you're in love with isn't with you. Right now you've got a lot of burdens on your shoulders, and that just comes with being an adult. Now, what I can tell you is that I want you to look within and make a decision. Okay? Sometimes an ending is not always an ending, but a stepping stone to something greater. Alright? Now, I love you. Thank you so much for listening to me. My name is Libra Empress. Please don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share, and join me again for next time's tarot, okay? Alright. I love you. Bye, my beautiful Tauruses.